Alola, Pokemon Trainers, Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and welcome back to our Pokemon Moon playthrough, part number 23. As you saw, we had a bit of a grinding montage, because in the last episode, we have captured a new Pokemon, which we'll show you in just a moment. It's a Pokemon that's not going to be on the active team for very long, however, because I caught it with the intention of trading it to my nephew, who has gone ahead and bred me a specific Pokemon for this playthrough as part of my main team. But, what else did we do in the last episode? We went through Diglett's Tunnel and made it to, I think, Coney City it's called, where the next kahuna, Olivia, has a shop, and we went to go meet with her for our final grand trial, I guess the only grand trial, but the last trial on Akala Island. But turns out she's not there. She went to the place called the Ruins of Life. We gotta go check things out there and meet up with her at that point. But we're going to do a team recap, because as I say, you did just see a grinding montage. I do have to mention a couple of things, however. First of all, the Pokemon we are training up is the Abra we caught in the last episode. Level 15 he is right now, named Holly. He is a mild Pokemon, which is a boost to special attack, dropping defense, which actually is a pretty good nature for an Abra eventual Alakazam. He has the Synchronize ability, taught him a good number of moves from TMs, Charge Beam, Grass Knot, and Round, and of course he still has Teleport. Now you're noticing that the marking, I've got the circle and triangle highlighted. The reason is I've decided I'm going to start, I'm trying to think, can I keep track of how many times my Pokemon have been knocked out, so I can keep track of if it's 3 times, they're in the PC until a grand trial is completed, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about my injury box, Nuzlocke-style rules. So, the 2 markings mean Holly has been knocked out twice. And I decided, you know, I'm going to keep the grinding going. I don't want to interrupt the grinding and come back and say, well, we lost our Abra. We'll come back and train it up again. I just want to basically get all the training done as when I could, basically, in one go. But the question is, so, since we have 2 injuries on Holly, we are going to train him up into Kadabra in this episode. I want you guys, well, actually, before I get to the question, let's check out the rest of the team, and then we'll start questioning what to do with Holly and the eventual traded Pokemon. Anyway, next up we have Cordial, our Steenie, level 25. I look on the screen, where do I find that? Level 25. She is Oblivious, which means she's immune to taunts and the attraction, and she's holding the Oran Berry just to heal up if she needs to. Her moveset is Low Sweep, Razor Leaf, Rapid Spin, and Teeter Dance, and her nature, Up Speed minus Defense. That's Hasty, isn't it? Yes, it is. Hasty nature. How about that? I knew the nature without even reading the name. Alright, next in the team we have Prowl, the level 28 Lycanroc Midnight form. She is a quiet Pokemon, upping special attack while dropping speed, so not amazing, but it is what it is. Now, I have 1 marking on Prowl because I think she's only been knocked out 1 time. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if I've missed any knockouts, but from what I recall, she's only got knocked out once, leading up to the Wishy-Washy battle. She has the Keen Eye ability, which is going to make sure she doesn't lose her accuracy stat. Holding the Fightinium Z to turn counter into the, all-out Pummel attack, I think? The Z move, a fighting type. And she has Rock Tomb, Bite, Counter, and Odor Sleuth. Next Pokemon is Sonata, the level 29 Brione, almost level 23. The level 29 Brione, our starter Pokemon given to us by the Kahuna Hala, here on Melee Island. The Torrent ability, boosting water attacks in a pinch. He is a careful Pokemon, upping special defense, dropping special attack, holding Normalium Z, which we haven't even really used. Did we use it? We used it once, I think. The Breakneck Blitz. Anyway, the moveset is Scald, Aqua Jet, Echoed Voice, and Sing. And last but not least, our beloved Drifloon Dorothy. She is quiet nature, so her special attack up, speed down. Unburden ability, boosting speed if her held item is used or taken. Oran Berry is that held item, in case we need to make use of it. And her moveset is Hex, Gust, Stockpile, and Minimize. And she's got 2 markings for 2 knockouts. She got knocked out in a grinding montage, got knocked out during the battle against... It was Captain Alima that knocked her out a second time, I think. But she's been with us since then. Problem is, as I've said, if a Pokemon gets knocked out 3 times, I'm probably going to only bring them back after a Kahuna battle. So Dorothy, hang in there, girl. Alright, so let's talk about Holly. So, since he's been knocked out twice, technically a 3rd knockout would mean I can't use him until a Kahuna battle, but this is a Pokemon that's going to be traded away. So, the idea was I want to get the training done. In fact, the first place we got him knocked out at was right down here. I made it here onto route number 1, I think it is, and I realized, you know what, did I even check this out down here yet? And I didn't. So I came down here. Turns out the Pokemon that you find down here are considerably higher level than the ones in the upper area. So we encountered a wild Munchlax. I was looking on the Pokedex and it showed Munchlax and Bonsly and stuff can be here. So I thought, maybe this is the area. And yes, it is. They can be found. They can be at a pretty powerful level. We find a Dark-type Rattata, which could know Pursuit. So we could be seeing the 3rd knockout right now. However, let's hope for the best. I'm gonna switch just to be safe. Let's go into Cordial. Don't pursuit me, please. Thank you. Alright. I don't want to risk a Dark-type knockout against our Pokemon, because the question I'm going to pose to you is, the Pokemon that we trade over in place for Holly, this is going to hurt. Double super effective low sweep. But the Pokemon that we trade, or that my nephew trades to me in exchange for Holly, should I consider the knockouts that Holly's taken transferred over to the new Pokemon? Or should I consider it just like a, since it's a traded Pokemon and Holly took the knockouts, should I not transfer those over? Because what I could do, once I get that new Pokemon, mark him twice already, or mark her twice, whatever it's going to be, mark that Pokemon twice already, so that a third knockout means that I can only use that Pokemon after Kahuna battles, if it's knocked out again. Now the other question is, well, I was initially planning not to use the Pokemon until after the next Kahuna battle anyway, when we get to the third island. No pursuit, good. And since Holly's been knocked out twice, should I hold off using that new Pokemon after the Kahuna battle plus one more on the next island? Because that would be the 2 battles, or the 2 trials required to bring back an injured Pokemon, or bring back that injured Pokemon that's been injured twice. So I'm kind of subtling what I'm trying to explain, but I think you get the idea. Should I consider the new Pokemon that we get in a trade fresh to use, or should I go ahead and transfer the injuries over? Because as we're about to see, we're done training Holly. Because the evolution is happening right now. Let's see this Kadabra. What's kind of funny, too, before I started recording, I went to the Poképelago just to get my Pokebeans and see what was there. And randomly, a Kadabra is now visiting the island. Now, I don't know if it's going to stick around or not, so training Holly was the best way to go anyway, so I know I definitely have a Kadabra. We get to check the Pokedex description, and you learn Kinesis, don't you, after this? I think you do. So let's see what Rotom has to say about Kadabra. Registered in the Pokedex, there is one more Pokemon remaining, of course. We all know what it is. Don't think we'll get to see it, but my nephew certainly will. Kadabra, the Psy Pokemon. Kadabra's presence infests televisions and monitors with creepy shadows that bring bad luck. That is creepy. I didn't check the animations again! Anyway, Holly wants to learn Kinesis. I'm going to say Teleport is probably good to get rid of. I did check during the grinding, could I teleport back to anywhere, but no. From what I can see, you can't use any attacks outside of battle. I hope they change that, because Milk Drink and Soft Boil from Ablissi are the best ways to train low-level Pokemon. You can just heal them up outside battle, but maybe you can't anymore. I don't know. Alright, we're going to get rid of Teleport, learn Kinesis. Use it to flee from any wild Pokemon. Doesn't work in trainer battles. Good enough. Alright, Holly has learned a new move, and Holly can go back into the PC. Because I don't want to risk him getting knocked out a third time if we're going to transfer the knockouts over to the new Pokemon that we trade for. So let's go ahead and switch Holly out of the active spot. Cordial is lowest level. She can get the next level up. I'm going to move Holly down again in case we encounter a double battle, though. We're also going to give Holly... Come on. Alright, I gotta go to this held item. We're going to give Holly back the Twisted Spoon that he had when we first caught him. Where is it? Held items here, maybe? Nope. This should be the held items. Twisted, there it is. Twisted Spoon. Nice little bonus for my nephew to get as well, boosting his psychic type attacks. So then, let us now explore this area. Since we are on Melee Island, a couple of you have left some good comments that have let me know some certain things in the game that I wasn't, like, I did some exploration, but I didn't check everything out, and I realized there's areas I can now access using the Lapras paddle, which I hadn't tried before. What is your level going to be? Probably not enough to gain experience worthwhile off of. Nah. As I say, if my Pokemon is less than 5 levels above, I will go for the knockout, but no need, unless we're kind of locked in with something like Block or whatever. But this was an area we first saw in the very first episode, I believe, and there was a hidden item that we couldn't access. There's also a Zygarde cell, which reminds me, I gotta go back up to Icky Town. There was a Zygarde cell there, too. So, I wonder if there's some Stoutland items to find. There's a lot of rock smashing to do. Another Bonsly. So, I was going to mention, too, Cordial here. My nephew told me that evolving a Bounsweet is kind of a rough ordeal. There's a lot to it. And after he told me that, I leveled up Bounsweet 1 level, and immediately I had Steenie. Now, I wonder if he was talking about evolving Steenie into the next form. Might be possible. Now, what I'm going to say is, I did do some searching in the Pokemon website. First of all, advanced tips. If you have Tauros, smash any boulders in your way. You may be able to reach new areas. You could even try exploring 10 carat... Haven't I been here? I remember reading that. Let me see if there's any hidden items, though. But he was saying that, you know, evolving Bounsweet is a bit of a challenge. And I wonder if he was talking about actually evolving to the final form. So I decided to go online, PokemonSunandMoon.com, or Pokemon-SunandMoon.com, and just see exactly how do you go about evolving Steenie into the final form. That should be 18 Zygarde cells, I think. And according to the description on the Sun and Moon website, it says only the strongest of Steenie can evolve into the final form, and it's I guess during the presence or given the blessing of other Steenie. So if I'm gonna take that word for word what it says, I'm thinking maybe I have to have max EVs on my Steenie Cordial before she'll evolve. So I've been putting her into the bouncy castles in the Festival Plaza quite regularly just to try to gain some extra EVs for doing that. I should actually show you that too. I'm gonna get out of battle and I'll show you her IVs. I keep saying IVs. I'll show you her EVs as they are currently sitting. I'm trying to max her out for special attack, and I've noticed that her speed is actually a pretty good stat also. So I'm trying to get those boosted up as much as possible. So let's check her current... What was I trying to say? Check her current EVs. So I'm going for special attack, pretty much. Now, as I say, maybe once we get her maxed out on EVs, she'll be able to evolve. And the other thing says that they evolve in the presence of other Steenie. So I thought, let me take a look and see exactly... I must have been here already. Let's take a look and see exactly how many... or where you can find other Steenie so I can evolve her up at. I checked the Pokedex, and Steenie are not found in the wild. So, I don't know how much of the Pokedex description I can take for seriously. Regarding... what am I trying to say? Regarding the evolution of Steenie. But I'm going to try to max out her EVs and just see if that is enough to evolve her up. So, Ice King 688 had let me know... Wait, I want to put, no, you know what? It'll save me on doing the stuff on the layout. I'll keep Holly on the team for the time being. But Ice King 688 told me that there is something here in the Melee Meadow. And I checked this out before. People have said there's a cave, which I looked for, and I couldn't find it. So I kind of thought, you know, maybe they were wrong. Maybe they thought another cave. But then when Ice King 688 did mention it as well, I decided, let me just check one more time. And lo and behold, off camera... I did find a cave, and I popped into it just briefly. I didn't explore it. I wanted to save that for on camera. So let's see what we find. Apparently there's going to be an item that's going to be useful if we happen to get an Ice-type Pokemon, which might be happening at some point. I'm going to find some basic Oricorio. We don't need any experience from these things, I'm sure. But from what I've read when I went into this cave, I think it connects to a new area that I have not yet been at. So I'm excited to check this out on camera. It is slowing down the story advancement a little bit, but we had a lot of advancement last time. Pretty cool stuff. On Monday's episode, we did see the first appearance of the Ultra Wormhole and the first mention of Ultra Beasts. And on the Tuesday episode, we managed to meet up with... Well, we didn't meet up with Olivia, but... Actually, no, we did technically, but we didn't get to meet up with her for battle. Like I say, we have to meet with her at the Ruins of Life, which is still kind of a strange name if you ask me. But right over here, I probably couldn't see it because it was nighttime, but when I was playing last night, which was daytime in Moon, there's a cave. So let's pop in. There's an item right here. This is the Seaward Cave. We've got an escape rope if we need it. Now, I wonder what the levels of the Pokemon are going to be here, because you could technically access this at any point. Well, any point you got to the meadow. I don't think the level's going to be too much to worry about. Wild Diglett. There's a lot of these things, isn't there? You are level 9. Do you get Arena Trap? What are your abilities? I'm trying to think. Well, what is it? Tangling Hair, I think, is one ability. I don't know what else you get. Okay, there's another item here. Heal Ball. We can ride on Lapras in the water. Let me check the shoreline first and see what else there is. I like doing this exploration. The map probably is just as big as other regions have been, but somehow it feels like there's so much more to it. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a new game. I'm sort of familiar with all the different regions from previous games, and I know where things are located. But this here, everything is new. It feels like more of an adventure. Alright, so there's nothing at that end. I'm going to go over here. There is a lot here. Let's see what Lapras shows us. Okay. Now, are these bubbles? Because something else that someone left in the comment, Robert Gosney, has said, when you see bubbles, yeah, there's bubbles coming up. Bubbles mean there's a better chance for rare Pokemon or rare items, but you have to approach it slowly. Now, once you go for one casting of the fishing rod, the bubbles will go away. And we got a Pearl. Okay. So the bubbles are going to be gone until I leave the area and come back in. Let me see if there's any... I don't think there's any other fishing spots. But I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to try and make sure I can see bubbles before casting the line. I got a Pearl for that, so I can sell that for some money. I might be able to find... Now, I did see a new Pokemon in the last episode. What is it called? Marianne or Marianne or something like that. It's looks like a... Is it a sea anemone, I'm thinking? I might be thinking the wrong kind of species, but it's basically a water poison type, which I did see a trainer use against us. I could try and fish for them in some certain areas. Max Revive. So, do I want to hop down here? Because there's an area I could walk down lower. I'm going to hop. I might be stuck forever, but probably not. I don't think they would do that in a Pokemon game. Wouldn't that be something? It'd be a real way to teach you, you have to save your game every time. So this is where this connects to. I'm going to hop down here now. Stoutland might be able to find something. Or not. But I see a rock smashing spot to go through. Let's see what leads up here. There's an item hidden behind these rocks. What's it going to be? Okay, now what I'm wondering is, there is a waterfall near the outside of Melee Meadow. I don't know if you actually get waterfall in the game or not, or if you have a Pokemon that can do it, but I'm thinking this might be how we connect to... What is the name of the bay down below? I can't recall, but anyway, we're going to explore and find out for sure. Find myself an Expert Belt. That is a good item. Gives added power to super effective damage. Let's see. Who should I give that to? Everyone's got an item. I'm gonna give the Expert Belt temporarily to Prowl. We can give her back the Titanium Z later if we need to. Because she has a good range of attacks. I guess not the counter, I suppose, but... She does have Rock Attack and Bite Attack still, too, so... Got some decent super effectiveness there. In fact, I could give it to Cordial, because she is the one we're training up right now. We're not really training up, but she's the one in the lead. But anyway, wouldn't help here. Nothing super effective. Plus, the level of this Zubat is nothing for us to want to train up against. I'm going to save the PP for something a little bit more drastic, if need be. So since you only gain access to the Lapras after defeating one of the other trials, there is an exit out of here. Oh, I missed an item. Hang on. I gotta get that item before I leave this cave. I'm trying to think. What would the levels be? I'm trying to think here. You can access anything here without swimming, actually. So the levels are not going to necessarily be very high. But maybe when you go outside, things in the water might be higher level. Because you wouldn't gain the fishing rod until after you complete the trial anyway. How many branching paths are there here? What is this? You get a star piece. Alright, that is some good money in our pocket right now once we sell it. And there's one remaining item, another random encounter. I could just go ahead and spray a Repel, but you never know when that shiny Pokemon is going to show up. And it could make a decent member of the team if you happen to find one. I want to point out, too, I was talking to somebody in the hotel area thing where Game Freak is holed up at, and there was somebody, like a punk, that was kind of perched outside. He said that your chance of finding a shiny Pokemon is 1 in 4,000 or so. No, they must have changed that, because I'm pretty sure it used to be 1 in 8,000. Maybe they made them more common, which I guess in that case, I'm not super interested in shiny Pokemon anyway. And that's the item Ice King 688 was talking about. If I pick up an Ice-type Pokemon, we now have an Ice-type boost for damage. But I'm pretty sure it was like 1 in 8,000 something previous games, but now it's like 1,000, sorry, 1 in 4,000. So that makes shiny Pokemon a little bit less unique, I guess. So if I find one, I find one, but if I don't, I'm okay with that. Back in, what was it? In my Pearl game, I think I have a full box of shinies that I've collected over the ages from, like, say, Fire Red, the Pearl game itself, and Sapphire also. I got, like, when I was doing grinding in the, what's it called? The Sky Pillar, I think? The thing that place, or the place that you find Rayquaza. I found a shiny Golbat, I think, and 3 shiny Sableye, just by training all of my Pokemon to level 100 way back then. So, I've got a fair decent number of shiny Pokemon throughout the ages. Alright, but I think we are done in this cave. Let's see where this exit leads us to. I'm expecting it to be this bay down below, which will give us more options to do some swimming and possibly fishing. Yeah, there's some bubbles there. Grab myself a netball. I like how they have a netball sitting here just waiting for you to use it. Let me just check the shoreline first, though. Anything else? Yeah, we got a Zygarde cell. And I just remembered, I didn't go back to Icky Town yet. I can fly there anytime I want, though. Charizard can't take me right there. So let's hop into the water and see what we can explore here, because there's a number of little islands. Alright, let's cast our fishing rod here. Get a special item, perhaps. Or perhaps a Pokemon. And it's a Pokemon. Could be a rare species. Or a Magikarp. I don't think your level's going to be worth the experience anyway, plus Magikarp is not really worth the experience regardless. So, we'll leave you be. We'll move on and see what else we can find out in this bay. Whereabouts is this, actually? I want to see the name. Let's check Rotom. We are in the Kala'e Bay. Okay, one of the most scenic spots on Melee Island. It was chosen as one of the top 100 views in Alola. Nice! We're seeing it at nighttime. Wait, this probably means there's going to be a photo spot. I'm predicting it. Alright, we have a bit of land here. Tiny little island. What do we find? A dive ball. Again, they're giving you Pokeballs just perfect for catching Pokemon out here. We'll stroll across this way and find ourselves... Really? There we go. A big pearl. Now, can Stoutland find anything else buried in the sand? Hold your breath there, Stoutland. There we go. Good pup. I don't think there's anything else on here, though. Nope. Alright, so we can't get out to... Look at that little teasing island out there. We can't go out there, unfortunately. But we can try to find some more fishing spots, get some more items, maybe. There's also a bigger... There's no bubbles here, so I'm not going to waste time on that one. But there's also a bigger spot of land coming up. No bubbles in that one either, so we'll ignore that. As Robert said, basically, if you don't see any bubbles, I don't know if you get any items whatsoever, but essentially, you're probably only going to find Magikarp. And our first time seeing Tentacool, I believe. And if it is, we know that there's no Alola form, because this is your standard Tentacool right here. Level 18, though. Not bad for experience, but a little too low for my liking. We'll skip out on that. And what else is there for me to check out? There was, I think, something else I wanted to explore once we're done here. Maybe not. I might be just thinking anything or something crazy. But we find TM number Roar. Well, TM number 5. TM number Roar. Yeah, TM number 5, which is Roar. What would Z-Roar do? Because in a while it will end the fight. Is there anything else to find here? There's some grass. Could be some new species. Wait, maybe this is where you find Bagon. Because I was looking for Bagon at one point. I thought maybe that could be something good to trade to my nephew. And let me just go for a couple quick encounters in this grass. I might be the first person in the game to discover where Bagon reside. Probably not, but you never know. Wild Rattata. That's one encounter. We'll go 2 more, and then we'll skip back to... I guess we can just fly up to the meadow. Or not the meadow, to Icky Town. You're only level 15. We don't need that experience. Is there anything else that I wanted to mention? Well, this is something I always forget to talk about. And I want to mention it right now before I forget again. Just feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know what you'd like me to discuss in future videos, just so I have something to talk about during some downtimes like this. There's a Wingull. One thing I can talk about is it's too warm. I'm going to turn off my heater again. And we're going to leave this encounter, go for one more. But if you have anything you want me to talk about, for example, anything regarding Pokemon, or any topic really, outside of Pokemon as well, is good to go. Just leave that in a comment down below and I'll make a note of it and see if I can have something worthwhile to talk about when I do the next video. Last encounter, looking for Bagon. Come on. Show me the Dragon type. No, but there's a Slowpoke down here. Have we even seen you in battle? I think we have. But we know there's no Alola form at least, because of course this is regular. So, we're done searching for the time being. I can come back here off camera later if I need to. But I think the last thing I want to do is... Well, hang on. Okay, we can't go out of bounds here. There was some more water down by Kukui's place that I could check out. Let me just check my map again. I don't know if I'm going to do these searching... But yeah, I haven't even gone down here yet. Okay. The Melee Sea. We could also go here to another part of the Melee Sea. Okay. So the sea is crowded with Melee Islanders, local Pokemon, and visiting tourists all year round. That sounds like a good spot for some training eventually. But let's not waste too much time. Let's go back up to Icky Town, get that Zygarde cell, and I guess we'll head back to Akala Island and head for the Ruins of Life. There we go. Trying to think, which button is the Charizard again? Alright, Icky Town. That is it, yes. I'll grab that quick Zygarde cell. I did basically explore a bit of the island during the grinding just to see, is there anything else I can check out? And I think, other than that big sea area, that's about it. What I might start doing, every time I complete a kahuna, I'll go to the previous island and search everywhere I can there. But behind this man is a Zygarde cell just waiting to get picked up. And with that, we're going to fly on back to Coney City and finally move the story forward. We spent enough time doing all this. Look how far we've come. Alright, Coney City. I'll put... I was going to say I'll put Holly in the PC for the time being. I'm having trouble keeping my thoughts straight with this, it seems. I'm just so focused on the game. It's almost like... I don't want to say I don't want to do the commentary, but it's almost like I don't want to do the commentary. I want to play and focus and enjoy, but I also want to share that with you folks out there. Have I spoken to everybody in the Pokemon Center? I believe I have. Now, I've added some more Pokemon from the Poképelago, as you can see. A Ghastly has joined us, and another Magnemite, but we're not going to use them as team members. We'll put Holly right there next to Eevee, and that's that. So now, let's head to the Ruins of Life. Or no, wait, there's still some spots I haven't checked out here in Coney City. And did I talk to people in here? Let me just double check. Sorry if I'm wasting time, but I want to make sure I'm caught up on everything. Everything we experience is... Everything that we experience in our lives is connected to our Pokemon. That is what Kahuna Hala teaches us. I don't think I was... No, because I don't remember talking to the Aether Foundation fellow over here. Hey, you've got a Rotom Dex, haven't you? Then I've got the perfect job for you. What do you say? Will you take me up on it? Alright. I'm an employee of a place called the Aether Foundation. We're doing a survey right now on a Pokemon called Oranguru, which lives in Lush Jungle. I've never seen it, but I've had no luck finding any of them, and I'm in a real tough spot now. If you happen to catch an Oranguru, would you show me the data from your Pokedex? If you help me out, I can pay you for your work. So that is a Stuffle, a Pyukumuku, and an Oranguru. If I'm forgetting any other Pokemon, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Those are Pokemon I can catch as a side quest thing, and use one of such Pokemon on my team if, for example, Dorothy gets knocked out. We got 8 Super Potions. I want to buy some more of those. I'm low on money, though. What did I buy last time? Some TMs, I remember that. We got some good healing items as it is. And we're good for everything else, I believe. Alright. Wait a minute, I gotta sell some stuff, too. I picked up some awesome pearls and things. So there's a pearl we can sell, 1,000. Star Piece, we can sell that for 6,000. We can sell the Nevermelt Ice, but we're not going to, because I want to keep that. What else we got? Strange Souvenir, 1,500. I want to keep that. Oval Stone, bunch of stones. Big Nugget. When did we get that? That was actually from one of the... was it from one of those things? I think one of the what would you call it? Lottery booths or something like that in the Festival Plaza. We can sell the Stardust. Oh, I got 2 of those. Hang on, I can sell 2 of those. And we can sell the Big Pearl. We got 3 of these. Okay, actually, we got tons of money now. What am I thinking? We're going to hang on to the rest of the stuff, I think. Yeah, we'll keep all that for now. But, man, suddenly we're loaded with money, so I can go buy more TMs. Because I bought Shadow Claw, but actually nobody can learn that. What happens to a Pokemon's consciousness when it's been put into a PC box? To be conscious, you must be awake and aware of the world around you, wouldn't you say? But are Pokemon awake when they are in a PC box, or are they sleeping? I wish I could go in a box to find out. Well, they're actually on Poképelago, if you didn't know. My Poliwhirl. I can't make up my mind whether I should evolve it to Poliwrath or Politoed. Please trade it for your Zubat. I don't have a Zubat. Besides, if it was my Zubat, it'd be my Zubat. Of course, Zubat trading for a Poliwhirl, actually Politoed, I would say, would be pretty good. Grrr? Ooh, cute little Stuffle. That cute Pokemon might look like it's here to help out or something, but don't be fooled. It's here to snag leftovers from the cafe, and it's a lot stronger than you might think. Maybe I should capture one of those things then. But let's continue searching Coney City, and finally head to the Ruins of Life. Anything hidden back here? I could use Stoutland. I might do that off camera though. What is this anyway? Looks like just building materials. Okay, there's somebody I could talk to. There is a Zygarde cell up there too, which I saw at the end of the last episode. Kahuna Olivia is a rock-type Pokemon user. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Rock types have plenty of weaknesses. She's definitely something to be able to boast of such strength when she uses such a disadvantaged type. Disadvantageous type. That's quite the word. What do we see here? A bunch of Pikachu? Are they wearing the Santa hat? And how do we get up here? I wonder if this fence will move later, because they shouldn't tease you with something up like that without being able to get to it. Look at all these Pikachu. It's like a Pikachu splash. I'm so tickled pink that I think I'll give you this Picanium Z. Catastrophica is within my grasp, everybody. Nice. Why don't you come talk to me if you teach your Pokemon to move Volt Tackle? Okay, they need to know Volt Tackle. Remember, a Pikachu with Z power is sure to be a happy Pikachu. Is this the Volt Tackle TM? Eviolite. No, that is awesome, though. Hang on. Someone needs to be refreshed as well. But, Eviolite, who do I want to give that to? Because definitely want to give it to somebody. Let's give it to Sonata. Not using the Normalium Z. Let's do that. Now, I want to try to make use of Normaliums or any Z crystal when epic moments call for it. So I want to sort of predict when I need to make use of them, but I really don't know when certain things are going to happen. Maybe against like every Kahuna battle, I could do that or something. Cute little Pikachu sitting right here. Now, my Pikachu from Pokemon Fire Red, originally, created basically back in Pokemon Blue, but recreated in Fire Red. I can't wait for him to use Catastrophica, but I gotta find a way for him to learn Volt Tackle. Lighthouse Point, the point that has a lighthouse. As opposed to a heavy house. Whatever. Alright, but yeah, you must be able to get to the lighthouse at some point. So is there anything else I can check out? Opposite of the town, you can find Memorial Hill and the Ruins of Life. You can feel the presence of the ancient kings of Alola there. What do you say, kid? Good to see you! And what is this place? Okay, a town that welcomes the sea breeze, Coney City. I haven't spoken to hardly anybody, it feels like. What is all this? We got an Alolan Meowth here. Oh, that hubby of mine, he's good at fishing up pearls and heart scales. That's how you can get heart scales! Alright, but he doesn't have a lick of luck when it comes to Pokemon. But honey, I heard you can fish up some rather rare finds if you catch your line over piles of rocks that have bubbles erupting from them. It's Robert! Robert Gosney is here, everybody! He told us! That was pretty cool how it worked out that way. Meow! I'm assuming that's all you said. Time to lend a hand, Meowth. Could you dice us with your Fury Swipes? This is all about Pokemon helping people in this region, isn't it? I'm not reading that TV. Let's see what's in the secret door. Couple kids. It's a stranger! Who are you? Who are you? Who are you, mister? Are you one of Sissy's friends? Who's Sissy? Wait, I can actually climb the bunk bed? I didn't realize that. It's so relaxing, as though you were wrapped in the fresh scent of the sea breeze. Nice, alright. I didn't actually use the bunk bed, I was in the blue one. Oh, I like the top bunk, come on. Anyhow, we can now pop out of here. What else is there to check out in this town? Could be some held items to be given to us. What is this? There's like a little pier down here. And there's a boat. Can I get on the boat? No, I can't. This must lead to the next island, perhaps. Alright, good enough. Let's continue down here. We've been into this shop, but we didn't go to the one next to it, I don't believe. The cafe. We popped in here briefly, I remember that. Welcome, come right on in. Table for one today? Yeah, I haven't eaten in quite a while. At our place, we offer a daily special that we call our Z sets. I recommend them. Any of our Z sets are just 1,040. What do you say? We'll give one a try? Yeah, I just sold a ton of stuff. Oh, wait. Which one do I want? Meat, fish, vegetarian, special. What am I in the mood for? I'll go with the meat. That's the first choice. Order up. Turf Z set for one. Then I'll show you to your seat. It's going to be battles, isn't it? Here you are. So what happens? Do we actually get a Z crystal? The Meatinium Z? Munch, munch, munch. Fantastic. The pasta is al dente and firm, and the meat sauce goes beautifully with it. The fried eggs have nice runny yolks that mix into the pasta for even more flavor. I'm hungry now. I haven't had much to eat today. Alright, 1,040. And this is a special little after-meal service for our customers. That is nice. Where do I find the move relearner? Alright. Thank you very much for dining with us. We hope you'll come again soon. I eat until I'm fit to burst, and I get a bit of work in with some Pokemon battles. But I guess my Pokemon are the ones working. Is that why they're the only ones staying slim? Probably. Munch, munch. Of course, Spinda does a lot of dancing, too. That kind of works off the calories. Alola is home to lots of new dishes, since the foods of so many different cultures and regions get all mixed together here. That's great, and I love copying great things, just like I copy an opponent's best moves. It's okay to get sick of doing something. It's just a chance to try something new. But I never get sick of the lineup they have here at this restaurant. Good stuff. You gotta eat up to grow strong, right? So if I just keep making enough delicious food, everyone will eat it and get stronger. Can we go upstairs? So I do see stairs. Doors don't work, but we can. What is up here? Captain Kiawe gave me this Magmar. He could see that I have the potential to become a real iron chef with this fellow's fire. And I wouldn't mind having a better matchup with that grass type using Mallow, you know. Magmar. Can we go in this door? Yes, we can. There's so much to explore. The whole episode is just checking out the city, it looks like. Let's grab a nap. Oh, come on. The one bed we can't nap in. Nothing in the garbage can. Wait. Can we nap in this bed? We can! What's that on the bottom, though? There's a faint smell of spices, sauces, and other fragrant things. Sugar, spice, and everything nice? Well, that would be the X crystals, I think. Anyway, heading downstairs, let us leave this place. I think that basically finally covers everything in this city. If I missed anything, again, feel free to let me know down below. But let us head out. I was going to say, wait, let me get the TMs. We'll do that later. Probably do that off camera, because I've wasted enough time. I want to move this story forward. Heading down here to the Ruins of Life and Memorial Hill. I have no idea what we're going to find down here. I'm expecting, perhaps, some trainer battles. It's another graveyard. That reminds me, hang on. Just to round out this episode, I'm going to head back to another place. We'll save this for the next episode. But as I was doing some grinding, there was something back on Melee Island that I missed. It's here in the cemetery. There was a Machamp carrying somebody. Before I forget it again, I want to take care of this. Sorry that there's not much new stuff happening in this episode, but a lot of exploration, at least, going on. We have found some new things, I guess. So what is happening here in this cemetery? If they're still here. Yes, right here. Look at this. Hello, darling. I brought you some flowers today. Machamp! Why is it wearing gloves? Is Machamp a ride Pokemon? Machamp! What do you think, darling? They are lovely, aren't they? Yeah, Machamp, Machamp, Machamp! Calm down, Machamp. Shh, quiet now. There are many others resting in these plots. Machamp, Machamp, Machamp! Come now, dry those tears. We're all done with the tears, aren't we? You and I? Oh, it's crying. If we come here, we can see him again any time that we want to. And as long as we don't forget him, he will always be with us. Machamp. Machamp! Sorry for interrupting. Oh, hello, young trainer. I'm sorry for all this one's noise. Machamp! He's not. This is my husband's grave, and this silly one here was his Pokemon. Yeah, Machamp! It was an accident. But my husband sent Machamp back into its ball at the moment of the crash. It was a miracle that Machamp survived. But my husband... Why did I come back here? I mean, yeah, accidents happen and stuff, but this isn't a Pokemon game. Well, ever since the accident, Machamp here has hated being inside a Pokeball. In fact, it flung its own ball off somewhere. Machamp! Of course, I was devastated when my husband passed away. And there were times when I hated that other man who caused the accident. But that man, he had a family too, a young wife. When I saw her face, I just couldn't go on hating anyone for what happened. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say all that. Thank you for letting an old woman ramble so. This belonged to my husband, but I'd be happy if you could use it. Fling. Do you also use ride Pokemon to get around? It is fun and quite convenient, but please do be careful not to get in any accidents. Take care, young trainer. I feel like I'm obligated to use Fling now. What was this? Let me just see, can anyone even learn Fling? Cordial can. Do we have any decent items to Fling, though? I'm gonna hang on to it for now, but I feel like I really should use it to honor the memory of, like, how sad this just was. But for the time being, let us fly back to Akala Island. Now that this has been, this has lightened our spirits. Kind of. We can actually fly back to Memorial Hill. Good, okay. We're going to do that. And as I fly on Charizard, that is the end of the episode. We are going to save it up here. We'll check out the... what is it? The Ruins of Life in the next episode. I want to say thanks to everybody for checking out today's episode. Feel free to leave a like down below if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, feel free to toss a dislike down there. Just let me know what I can do to improve the videos for the future. Possibly focus more on story mode, perhaps. And save it up right here. And if you have missed any episodes of Pokémon Moon thus far, of course, there is a link in the description to check out the entire playlist. Plus, you can share that with a friend that might want to see my adventures in the Alola region. And there's going to be some links on the outro as well for some other videos that I have done, plus a link to subscribe if you're not currently subscribed. We're at 976 subscribers last time I checked today. Once we do hit 1,000, as you can see, we have a... well, it's kind of blocked right now. There's a Pikachu EX Red and Blue collection in the background. I'll be doing an unboxing of that on camera and giving the code card out to a lucky viewer. But, as I've been showing off, I do have the Pokemon TCG Alola collection, Moon version. This is going to be a physical mail-out to somebody for hitting 1,000 subscribers as a landmark celebration kind of thing. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to do so. Once we hit 1,000, a lot of cool giveaways going to be happening on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But with all that, Professor Chaz is now done. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the topics I was talking about. Give me your feedback on what I should do regarding the knockouts that Holly has suffered. And should I transfer them to the new Pokemon that I trade over, which I will be probably trading pretty soon. But I'm still going to wait until after this Island's Kahuna battle before using that traded Pokemon. Just because I like the idea of adding somebody new as we get to a new area. But that is basically it for the episode. Once again, thanks for checking out today's episode, everybody. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I'll catch you next time.